This is Sparta!
What is up, my fellow subscribers? So my previous video was about 5 reasons of why I am buying Infinite Warfare, and a good amount of people got a little bit salty, they disliked the video, whatever. It was expected, to be honest. I mean, everyone at this point hates Infinite Warfare. Now the main reason, just to sum it up, in case you haven't watched my previous video, the main reason of why I am buying Infinite Warfare is just so that I can play Call of Duty 4 Remastered. That's the main fucking reason. I gotta give it to Activision. They played a very good card selling Call of Duty 4 Remastered together with Infinite Warfare, because otherwise I believe that Call of Duty, if they sold the game separately, Call of Duty 4 Remastered would sell way more than Infinite Warfare. And I mean, I gotta play that shit because it's gonna have better graphics than Call of Duty 4. It's gonna have more players online, therefore I'm gonna be able to play other game modes besides free-for-all and team deathmatch. That's the only thing I can play in Call of Duty 4, and I won't have to play against fucking hackers. Call of Duty 4 is a little bit infested with hackers, and a lot of people are like, oh, why are you supporting Infinite Warfare? You shouldn't buy that shit and whatever. You should buy Battlefield 1, and I'm buying Battlefield 1, and this video is about that. Today I am bringing you 5 reasons of why I am buying Battlefield 1. So reason number 1, ladies and gentlemen, I love the setting of the game. I love the fact that Battlefield 1 is played during World War I, and I think that this has to do with the fact that when it comes to Call of Duty, we're gonna be playing a futuristic Call of Duty, the 3rd one in a row, and a lot of people are tired of futuristic Call of Duties. So then they have Battlefield 1, which is probably what they wanted in Call of Duty. Maybe a gameplay during World War I, maybe World at War II, which is what a lot of people wanted. And Call of Duty didn't give us that, but DICE, Battlefield, gave us what we wanted. So that's why that's maybe why I'm buying Battlefield 1, pretty much because Infinite Warfare isn't what I was expecting, because I know for a fact that if I was going to get Ghost 2, I wouldn't even look at Battlefield 1, to be honest. I'm just being honest here, but because I don't know if I'm gonna enjoy Infinite Warfare, I'm gonna buy Battlefield 1, fuck it. And as I said, I love the setting of the game. I love the old guns. In World at War, in Call of Duty World at War, you have guns that I've never seen before. They are fucking epic, and they have crazy shapes and forms. They are freaking weird. Some of them are freaking weird, but that's pretty cool. That's it makes those guns very unique. And to be honest, I think that the old guns are more badass, with those shape forms and whatever, than the futuristic guns, which just look retarded. But that's just my opinion. And I also love the vehicles. Have you seen the tanks, ladies and gentlemen? The tanks are fucking huge. They look like beasts, and I love it. Reason number 2, there's gonna be a lot of fun weapons in Battlefield 1. We've seen some melee weapons like an axe and whatever. I like that, to be honest, because it keeps the game more fun, less serious. I mean, if you want to play like a real player, you can do it, but if you want to just have a little bit of fun, for a while, maybe before you go to bed or whatever, or just as a warm-up, you can use the melee weapons. I don't know if there's gonna be there's probably gonna be flamethrowers. I'm not sure though. That would be pretty cool. But the one at this point that is my favorite is the bayonet. I fucking love the bayonet. In World at War, in Call of Duty World at War, there's a bayonet, and since then I've loved that thing, and I've been praying to the Call of Duty gods to put a bayonet in Call of Duty, and they did. They actually did. They put a bayonet in Black Ops 3, in the crossbow, in the Shadow Claw, but you have to buy that motherfucker via supply drops, or you have to get crypto keys. You have to get lucky and get the Shadow Claw, and obviously that's never gonna happen. So yeah, that kind of sucks, that kind of sucks that they put the bayonet in the crossbow and in the supply drops. And the thing I love the most about this bayonet is that you don't just use it for, you know, poking the enemy's eyes, you know. You can also use it for other situations, because when you use the bayonet, you do a bayonet charge, your character starts sprinting like a maniac, actually like the maniac from Call of Duty Ghosts. You sprint very fast, and you can use that for other situations. For example, if there's a tank on your tail trying to kill your ass, you can use the bayonet charge to get faster behind cover. If there's a plane raining fire upon you, you can use the bayonet charge to get faster in a building. I fucking love it. If your teammates are taking an objective and you want to get there faster to help them, you can use the bayonet charge. If you're going up a hill and you're slow as fuck, you can use the bayonet charge to go to get up there faster. So I fucking love that. Thing number 3, I love the destruction in Battlefield 1. It seems that they're kind of bringing back the same destruction they had in Bad Company 2, and that was amazing because pretty much there was a map where I believe you could collapse pretty much all buildings. There were like, I don't know, 10, 15 little houses and whatever. You could collapse all those motherfuckers. It was insane. And the best part was destroying a building with people inside. You would crush them and whatever. That was pretty cool. I also love the fact that the weather changes randomly. You never know if it's gonna be raining, you never know if it's gonna be sunny and whatever, you never know if there's gonna be fog in the map, and that's pretty cool. It's unpredictable, and obviously if it's raining, your visibility isn't very good, and obviously when there's a bunch of fog covering the whole map, like on Transit in Black Ops 2, you won't be able to see shit. But it's pretty cool because, you know, it's gonna be harder for people to get kills at long range, so when the fog sets in, you can switch to shotguns and maybe SMGs, and it's probably going to be a lot of fun. You're going to have to adapt to these situations. Thing number 4, I love the Zeppelin. I gotta use that shit. I gotta use that motherfucker. It looks like a beast. If you don't know what a Zeppelin is, it's a giant balloon with like 3 mounted turrets, and the Zeppelin appears when your team is losing. When it's about, I don't know how it works, to be honest, but before the match ends, whatever, you are gonna get the Zeppelin. Your team, if you're losing, obviously, you're gonna get the Zeppelin, and you can attempt to come back. I think it's pretty cool. Now, at the same time, it doesn't seem fair, because if the winning team is on the lead, it means that they deserve to be on the lead, right? And then the losing team gets a beast, a Zeppelin, and they have a chance of fighting back, of doing a comeback. And it's not fair because they get this shit for free. So the leading team is gonna have to put some teamwork against this motherfucker, because this thing is a flying fortress. It's like a castle with now wings, because it doesn't have wings, but it's fucking massive. The best part about the Zeppelin is when it gets destroyed. It just falls wherever it's flying. If it's flying in the middle of the map, it's gonna fall in the middle, and when it falls, it crushes all buildings, it destroys vehicles, it kills players. It is fucking massive. So if they have a Zeppelin on the alpha, maybe when the game comes out, they're gonna have even more biblical stuff, and that's pretty cool. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, reason number 5. Because Battlefield 1 is played during World War I, because technology wasn't super advanced, I believe that this game is going to have less bullshit than Battlefield 4, than Battlefield 3, and Battlefield Hardline. I'm not sure though, I haven't played that game yet. I've never played that game. Well, actually I played the beta a little bit, but I don't remember. For example, the reason why I don't like Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4 that much is because there's a lot of bullshit. For example, they added claymores to the games. Well, I think that Battlefield 4 has claymores. I don't know about Battlefield 3. They added C4. Fucking C4, I hate that shit. There's also flares. You know, helicopters have a shit ton of flares. It's almost impossible to take them down. There's also the fucking jets. There's lock-on missiles like javelins and whatever. There are spawn beacons. There are flying drones that can kill you. There are flashlights. There are soul flams. There's a lot more equipment that is kind of annoying, to be honest. You don't really need this shit in Battlefield. And obviously there's more, but I don't remember because I've never played that much Battlefield 4. I have Battlefield 3, never played that much. I didn't really like it. So yeah, I think that Battlefield 1 is gonna be more focused on running and gunning. It's gonna be you and your gun and your teamwork and whatever, and it's gonna be vehicle on vehicle and whatever. And I kind of like that, to be honest. Obviously, there's not gonna be any lock-on missiles that I know about in a Battlefield 1 during World War 1. That would be fucking insane. So it's gonna take skill to destroy a helicopter. It's gonna, not a helicopter, a plane or whatever, like in Bad Company 1, like in Bad Company 2, like in Battlefield 1943. Those are the ones I played. You had to use RPGs, and you had to get a lucky shot to destroy the planes and whatever. I fucking love that. I love that. I hate the fact that there's, in Battlefield 4 and whatever, there's a lot of flares, and it just, wow, it's so fucking annoying. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. These are the reasons why I am buying Battlefield 1. Nothing special, to be honest. Let me know in the comment section below if you are buying Battlefield 1. Why are you buying? What made you want to buy the game? Obviously I forgot to say this, but the game has sick fucking graphics. Activision, Treyarch, Infinity Ward and whatever, put your fucking eyes on Battlefield. Look at those graphics, they are sick. Alright, Call of Duty 4, not Call of Duty 4, Call of Duty needs to step up when it comes to graphics. I hope you enjoyed this video, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good day or night. I will see you next time. Peace out.